Hey, this is Olu. Thank you so much for joining me for my YouTube series on my new book, Normalizing Next. Go to olubrown.com for more information. Follow me on social media and continue to tell people to subscribe to my YouTube channel. We've been talking about faith during August. I took this almost 3-week trip with my 2 kids out west in the United States of America, and we went to Mount Rainier, and we talked last time in our video about faith having height. And like Mount Rainier, it should be visible, it should be secure. And there will be some questions when you have that kind of height of faith because people want to know, is it really real? But today I want to talk about faith with depth because the other location we went to was the Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon is literally a mile deep in the earth. And when we think about faith having depth, there are some great takeaways from the Grand Canyon. The first takeaway is rocky terrain. You know, you can't go through the Grand Canyon with any type of shoes on. It's not advisable. You got to have the right shoes because the terrain is rocky. And you always want to make sure you got a solid footing. You know, as God grows our faith deeper, we're going to run into some rocky terrain. And we got to make sure we have the right footwear, the right clothing for the climate on. As God is growing your faith, in particular taking your faith deeper, be willing to change what you've been using for some time. You know, the clothes that you had on 2 years ago aren't necessarily the clothes that you need for this part of this journey. The friendships that you had 5 years ago aren't necessarily all the friendships that you need for this part of the journey. You got to be willing to switch it up and change it around. But one of the final parts of faith that grows in depth, like the Grand Canyon, are the awesome views. You know, I don't mind the rocky terrain. I don't mind the places that cause me to adjust and be more careful and go deeper when I don't even want to go deeper because the views are worth it. I know sometimes we think we got to be on a mountaintop to see great views, but I'm telling you, in the Grand Canyon, some of the best views you'll ever see, the Colorado River, the rocks on the side of the Grand Canyon, how they change color and change texture. And how, when you stand back and look at the mighty, mighty Grand Canyon, you know that there has to be a God who can create something like this. Hey, I know we always want to go higher, but sometimes we got to go deeper. And don't be afraid to grow your faith through the depths. Remember, there's going to be some rocky terrain, but the great views are always worth it. Go to olubrown.com and find out more about my new book, Normalizing Next, how to be a leader, not just tomorrow, but a leader today. Follow me on social media and continue to subscribe to my YouTube channel. God bless you. Grow your faith higher and grow your faith deeper. We'll see you in September.